Shalom and welcome to a new training on Tableau Public Desktop. This is part 1. First of all, Tableau is awesome for data visualization. No coding necessary except a little bit when we want to include some functions or calculation fields. Of course, first you have to install and download Tableau Public Desktop. There are two versions, a free of charge and a paid one. If you go here, you can see that you can buy a paid version. Yes, of course, we cannot do as much as with the paid version when we choose the free version, which is normal, right? But it's okay. We can learn the most important, the know-how here too. I got two data sets about air quality analysis generated for practice and for tutorials purpose. One for simple data visualization, for the beginning part, and one for more challenging exercises. And after that, much later, we'll follow another type of data set about sales, generated for, further in-depth data visualization. But let's start with the air quality workbook number 1, which is already finished actually, but we are going to really do that together. For instance, this is my final dashboard. I have let me go to the sorting view so you can see. I have about 20 sheets, 19 sheets which are already done, and the dashboard which you already saw. I have 3 worksheets which are empty because we are going to practice together. But let me go back on my wonderful dashboard. I love it. And it's dynamic, meaning that here I have temperature by select metric, for instance. I can go by AQI. If I go by AQI, it's going to change automatically, as you can see here on the title of this worksheet right now, the map. And here by where I can choose the country, of course, you can select all the country, or you can just, you can remove some country. Like if I go down here, I can remove France, for instance, you see, and it's going to be removing France. I took I'm going to tell it to you later, but if I, for instance, I click on Brazil, right here, it's going to show you also just Brazil, the AQI in Brazil. When I hover over it, you can see the information, and you can see it down here too, and it's going to be adapted also here on the line charts. So it's very interesting. So if I click here on Russia, it's going to be adapting also automatically. So it's always going to show you the country you selected. This is what we call dynamic. Okay, it's very interesting, huh? Okay, now let me return to all the sheets. We are going to start with the first one, which is a pie. The best is just to go here and choose the first one. How do you like my pie chart? Okay, what I did is that I took one country on each continent, just for the analysis of the air quality. So the first data set is called air quality, and the second one is called health impact data. Okay, now we can start right here. Okay, how we start? As I said before, I have prepared a sheet right here, and we can start together right now. Okay, first of all, I want to show you that we can get this view, so to see all the sheets. That's very interesting, right? So let's remember that we are just redoing this one because I don't want to just duplicate it. I want to show you how I did this one. This is what we want. We want all the labels also to match, with the pie chart parts. We want to format, of course, the title of our sheet here. We want to filter also the country, because for instance, I want to see Cameroon, where I was born. So when you hover over the part, you can see the information needed. Okay, let's go back here and do it together. Okay, first of all, we want to get the country. We're going to take the country here. I have yet to, so you know, sometimes it's folded, so you just do that and you get your thing. So country, we're going to first put it by the filter. So we have, I'm going to choose all and okay this one. And then we want to get also the country in the, we call it the color icon of the mark shelf. Okay, and I want to change, so I go inside the icon, and here I'm going to choose first the size, and we want to take ozone again. When you see it like this, you're like, no, it doesn't look the same. But first we have to go here by the marked shelf where it's written automatic. We don't want it automatic, we want pi. So we choose pi. And here we want to select the angle. This is what we want. And then here we have standard view. We want to make it entire view. And you're gonna think, okay, it's very little right now compared to yours right here, but you can size your pie. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little less. Okay, like this, it's starting to look you know, the way we want. What else do I want to add? Yes, we want to add the label. You see, the thing is that if we add the label, we will have them like this automatically. So we want to go by the icon label inside, and here first of all we want to make them bold. But the thing I want to do is I want to choose to match more color. So this is what I meant by that. When you do it like that, the thing is that because your worksheet is white, you know, the background is white, you don't see as much as you want. And here by the title, if you don't format, nothing's gonna happen. And here we don't have a title, but I'm gonna keep it as sheet 21 because I don't want to get the same title as here, which is, you know, pie chart, country, ozone, because we are not allowed to have 2 times the same title. And this one is really just to show you. At the end of the day, I'm going to keep the first one I did, just to show you how I performed it. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is that I'm going to let's edit the title first. So here you have to put a name. So I'm gonna just keep it as a, you know, sheet 21, just like that, just to show you how you can edit the title. You can make it blue, for instance, to make it bold. You know, we can keep it 15. So we keep it like this, and here you don't see no difference with the whole view. So we can go and format, and here we want some. Let's say we want some border. We get it blue and we make it fine. Okay, like this. This is how you see your title better. So we can even add some shading, a little, you know, a little yellow. How about that? Okay, so we can even add the caption, but we are going to do that later. So here you can also format the shading of your sheet. Okay, I go here. So I just wanted to show you that this is how you make the colors. But I'm gonna leave it black for now, so we have the difference. Okay, this is how I did it. This is how you do the pie chart. Easy, huh? Let's say you don't like the color of the shading here on this info box. You can also format this one, and then you can choose this legend. And for the body, you can make it bold. You can see the difference. It's going to be bold. Everything's going to be bold. And for the shading, you can change the color. How about this one? Or so this is how you can do the format of your sheet. Okay, so we have done the pie chart. Let me show you the first one now, the one I did myself, and the one we could do together. Okay, and if you go back to the sorting view, you can see that we have added this sheet 21. We have already done something on it. Now we can jump to the second worksheet I created, which is called Visualize Country AQI Trend Over Time. But before we start, I wanted to talk about the definitions of all these things. AQI, CO2, humidity, nitrogen, ozone, PM10, PM2. What is all that? AQI means Air Quality Index. It is a standardized metric that measures air pollution levels. It combines data on multiple pollutants such as, PM2.5, the one we have here, ozone, O3, nitrogen dioxide, which is NO2, the carbon monoxide, which is CO. Okay, the AQI categorizes air quality into 6 levels, often using color, codes to indicate health risk. For instance, from 0 to 50, it's good. Air quality poses little or no risk. 51 to 100, the AQI, I'm talking about this number, this axis right here. Okay, 0 to 50 means good. 51 to 100 is moderate. 101 to 150 is considered unhealthy for sensitive groups, elderly, children, and people with respiratory issues may experience effects. And then from 151 to 200, it's definitely unhealthy. 201 to 300 is very unhealthy, it's even a health alert. Everyone may experience serious effects. And 300 or plus is hazardous. Emergency conditions, entire populations are likely to be affected. Okay, this is why analyzing AQI trends and linking them to health impacts is, meaningful. It directly relates to public well-being. So now we can move on with the visualizing of a country AQI trend over time. Okay, here you see I should have done also a little format here. I'm going to do it right now. It's never too late. I'm going to go to the border here, not the title border, and I'm going to do it blue too. And fine, not too big. Okay, so we can see, you see, and once you do anything, it's always good to go and save your work. Okay, all right, so this is the one we want to do right now. So I already have the sheet 22, which is going to be looking the same as this one or a little bit different. Okay, let's go and do this one. Now first of all, let's take the date. We want to take the date. We take the date variable and we drag it here to the column shelf. And here we want to choose the year. This is how you choose year. It's already year here, but this is where you come and choose year. It's already good here. So I'm going to keep it like this. And then we want the AQI, what we were talking about, the air quality index. We take the variable and we drag it here to the row shelf. And we want to do something else. We want the countries. First of all, we're going to take the countries and get them inside the icon color of the mark shelf. So you can see, and we already have the labels. These are all these numbers are the information. So we don't have to see them, or else it looks like, for me it's too much. So this is where you can remove the label if you don't want to see them. Okay, now we have all these, and what I want to do also is that we can also filter the countries. Sometimes you don't want to see everything. You just want to see like 1 or 2 or 3. So we're gonna get that here, and once you have done that, you have to choose to show the filter. This is how you show the filter. Let's say you don't want to see Australia, or you don't want to see India, like this, you see, or I don't know, maybe you don't want to see Russia. Okay, so you can make it, you can choose the countries you want to see. And if you don't like the color, you can go here and edit the color. You have some color palettes gallery here, so you can choose, you can choose whatever you want. Like here, assign palette, it's going to assign palette as you wish, like this. Or else you don't see the difference between your sheet view and the title. Let's put it like red, like this. How about this color? And you can even have a shading right here. Let's put a pink, a light pink, and you can even go by format and copy the formatting of which one, anyone here. Let me see which one we can copy the formatting. Yeah, maybe this one. So we can copy the formatting just to show you how it works. If you don't want to do the formatting all the time, you can copy formatting from one sheet and come here and say, okay, copy the formatting. The thing is that it's going to copy you exactly the same. Like here, we had changed our shading, so we can go back and go ahead and change it again. Okay, so that we have something different. We can even edit the title and make it, another color. I'm going to keep it with sheet 22 because I'm not going to keep them afterwards. So you make sure you don't keep everything here. You Control A and you can change the color. You can, let's get a, how about that? Okay, so this is how you change it. And here we can even change, because I have this beautiful orange as a, I could have even changed here the 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 shading to make it look different. Like this. How about that? Okay, so let us go back to the one we are copying. This is the one we just created. As you can see, the lines are not as fat as here. I made it really, big size. I changed here. You can see it's by maximum. And here, the lines are not so fat. So you can increase here. You can increase here. You see? But I don't want them so big for this one. I just want it like this. You see? This is the one I made, and this is the one we are creating. How about we don't want, because here you can see that we have some grid lines. Let's say you don't want no grid lines. You have to go here by format, as I did, and you choose lines. This is what I did. And by grid lines, even if it's turning none, they still have grid lines. So you have to click again. And as you can see, it disappeared. We don't have no grid lines anymore. So here, always make sure I save, because sometimes it jumps, and you make sure you have saved. And most of the time we choose entire view. But let's say we want some shading for just for the worksheet. Okay, here we can choose the shading. I don't know, now we can maybe choose another one. How about this one? Like this. Okay. Okay, now we changed the shading on the worksheet, but I don't want this color on the legend. Okay, so I go here and I shoot again format this legend, and I'm going to shoot something else, like is that, yeah, the body, the shading. Let me see. How about that? Okay, we can even change also this one. You see, you can do whatever you want on Tableau. It's very interesting. So let's get another type of shading here, just to show you that you can really have fun here. Very light. So you see, this is how you format, and these are your information. We are going to leave the number like this, and these are the years, as you can see. You can even format also the axis, just to show you that you can do that. So is it gonna look orange now? You see, And even here you can also format the axis here about this one. So we have shading here on the axis, the two different axes, the years and the AQI. We have shading on the worksheet, we have shading on the title. We formatted also the title here. Make sure I save our work, and voila. And here, as you can see, each time you hover over a line, it's going to tell you which country it is and also the AQI and the year. Okay, so South Africa 2023. This is so interesting. This is why people love to work with Tableau. Okay, and as I said here, you can choose your country. This is our second sheet right here. And now we want to perform a third worksheet, the last one for today. Let me go there. I'm showing it to you first. So this one looks good too, huh? And as you can see on this one, we have the caption added. We're going to do that. And here we have a grid line and you know, we have our shapes right here and our title. So we are going to go and redo that. So I went back also to mine to edit also the color of the axis like we did for this one. You gave me a good idea. This is the one we just finished. And as I said, we want to redo this one, and I already have the sheet 23 ready. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Here we want the correlation, as I said. This is the title. Let me show you the title again. The correlation between the country air quality and the health impact data set are scatter plot, meaning the top part right here, the air quality, as you can see here, and the bottom part, the second sheet of our Excel data set is called health impact data. So we want to join these two on one sheet. Okay, so let's go back here. It's a number the sheet number 23. So first of all, we are going to get the country again in color because it's easier simply in color. So we already have that because here by automatic it did choose shape automatically. But of course, by the shape you have the option. You can select here by the icon shapes of the marks shelf. By more shapes, you can go and choose. Here you can go by field shape, as I did for the first one, or you can keep them, you know, like default. How about we keep them default this time? Because here I did choose the field shape, as you can see. Okay, now that we have our countries, we want to take to the PM2, just like there. And then we want to get the respiratory illnesses by the column shelf. Okay, and here we already have our grid lines which are automatic, but we can go and you know, change the color. For instance, here we can put in blue. How about blue, or I don't know, we can put brown or red. Let me see red, how it's going to look like, because here we have them in red already. So I want to do another color, so I'm going to stick on the blue. Okay, so we have some blue here. So we want to format the title. First we're going to edit it. I'm going to keep that sheet 23. These are the ones I'm not going to keep. And we Control A and you choose the color you want here. Don't know. Let's say we take red like this for the title, and we're going to bold it, and we OK that. So we have something, and here we want to format also the title. We're going to get the border also. Are we going to get that in black? Let's keep that in black. This one. Okay, that's enough for me. And yes, we can give some little shading, yellow again. That's it. Or here too, by the axis, we can make them bold too. So we're going to format. Let me first save, because we want to make sure we always save. We're going to format the font. Yes, let's format the font. When you want to format the font, you can go ahead and make them, you know, bold everywhere. You choose black and you bold everything. Yeah. Okay, for instance, here it looks better now. This is our scatter plot. When you don't need the format no more, you just close here. By the left pane is where everything is happening. This is where you can go and get your variables to drag them wherever you want. Okay, I think that's enough. And here, as I said, you can always add the country for the filtering, which is actually a good thing. So once you have done that, you have to go back and choose that you want to show the filter, of course. So here you can remove the country that you want to remove. You see, it's going to be, if you want to leave just like one circle, it's okay too, you know. So you can do as you wish. Okay, this is how it works, huh? So let me show you the difference between our scatter plot right now and the real one. This is the one I created. Yes, we forgot to add the caption, so we are going to do it right now. We go by worksheet and we choose because show the title already, we can choose to show the caption. And if you want to edit the caption, all you have to do is to click on it and you can edit. You can make it I don't know, if you want to make it brown here, you can do that. You see, it's going to adapt automatically. This is how we work on Tableau. And as I said, when as soon as you hover over one shape, you're gonna get also the information here. This is Russia. This is Brazil, do Brazil. This is France. This is Cameroon, where I was born. And here we have South Africa. We have all these countries here. It's one per continent. I was trying to do that. That was the whole idea. Okay, now we have performed together 3 sheets. Let me go now to the sort view again. And we have performed this sheet 21, 22, and 23. I'm not going to keep them at the end, but this is for tutorial purpose. And I can show you the next one, for instance, which we are going to perform next time. This one. We are going to start with this one, which is going to be a dual axis. This is also very interesting to know. Okay, let me go back to the dashboard, the final dashboard, so that you can understand what I did. So I just inserted my 3 fav sheets and some you know, parameters and calculated field and a map. This is what I did for this dashboard. This is a simple dashboard. Of course, we are going to do more. As you can see here, I added an annotation. This is something we're going to learn also later. And I have my title right here, which I can remove just by clicking here. Anyways, we are going to come back to the dashboard a little later. That's enough for today. I hope you liked it so far. The rest is going to be coming next if God's willing. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye-bye.